Hey guys, so we talked a few weeks ago with Hannah Rogers about the new Biden administration mortgage change that is actually going into effect today, May 1st. So I wanted to break that down a little bit for you. I talked to Hannah, we've done a little research, and let me explain exactly what's happening. I hear a ton of people out there talking about how they are subsidizing the poor and they're causing the rich people to have to pay more on their mortgage than the poor people do. And I've heard all kinds of just weird things like that. So let me explain exactly what's happening. So when you get a mortgage and you have great credit and a big down payment and all of the things work out to be the best mortgage price you can get, there are things called loan level price adjustments that basically take the par rate, so whatever the 30-year fixed rate mortgage is, we're going to raise that if you have poor credit or maybe not great credit, but maybe there's something in your credit that causes that median price of the mortgage, call it 6.5% for example purpose. Maybe you have to pay 6.75 or 6.875 because there are dings in your credit that cause your price to go up. If you have perfect credit, amazing, great down payment, all that par price, now you can kind of get a discount for it. So you may get 6.25. And so if you have great credit, this loan level price adjustment is now not quite as steep as it used to be. So you might have gotten a 6.25 if that 6.5 was the par. You might have had a 6.25, but today, because of the way they're going to change the loan level price adjustment, you're going to pay a little more than you would have, but still not going to get all the way to par. Also, you can understand that if it's really marginal credit, like you are right on the borderline of not even getting approved, but yet you're still approved, you might have that high rate of 6.875. Well, that's going to shrink a little bit and get you closer to the par. So even if these two things compress, it's not that they have flipped. The people who have great credit are not paying more than the people who have poor credit. What's happening is the gap is shrinking. So imagine that we're going to be closer, but not incentivized the opposite way. So in light of that, I've heard people say, well, I'm just going to stop paying my bills so that I can get a better rate on my mortgage. That is actually not how it works. Understand that the gap is shrinking a little bit. And let me be clear, I think it's a terrible policy. I don't like it. I think the better your credit is, the better discount you should get. I think the more down payment you have, the better rate you should get. That makes sense to me. So I don't like the change. But honestly, mortgage brokers have been doing it for weeks already, and I understand the need for it. But it's a poor policy, it needs to be rewritten, and I don't like it, but that is what's happening. So don't stop paying your bills. Don't get too caught up in the details of loan level price adjustments. Just understand that you still get a better rate if you have better credit.